In 1981, a small coin passed through the hands of millions of people in the United States without much attention. It was the 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel, a piece of currency so familiar that most people rarely stop to think about its details. It was used in vending machines, pocket change, store transactions, and everyday exchanges. Yet behind its ordinary appearance lies a world that collectors find deeply fascinating, a world where tiny differences can turn something common into something extraordinary. The 1981 nickel carries the long-standing design featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front. His portrait represents one of the founding figures of the United States, a man associated with independence, vision, and leadership. On the reverse side sits Monticello, Jefferson's historic estate, carefully engraved as a symbol of American heritage and architectural beauty. This design has been used for decades, making it one of the most recognizable coins in circulation. At the time of its minting, the purpose of the 1981 nickel was simple. It was not created to be rare, special, or valuable beyond its face value. It was produced in large quantities by the United States Mint to support the everyday economy. Millions were struck and distributed across the country, entering circulation almost immediately. Most of them were spent, exchanged, or lost in time, blending into the background of daily commerce. However, what most people do not realize is that coins like this can sometimes carry hidden secrets. Within massive production runs, small errors can occur. A slight misalignment in the die, a variation in pressure, or a minor mistake in the metal composition can create a coin that is different from the rest. These differences are often invisible to the untrained eye, but to collectors, they are everything. The world of coin collecting, also known as numismatics, is built on the idea that rarity and condition determine value. A coin that is common in circulation may become highly valuable if it is found in perfect condition or if it contains a rare minting error. This is why collectors often examine coins under magnification, searching for imperfections that could set them apart. The 1981 nickel is particularly interesting because it comes from a period when minting technology was advanced but still capable of producing subtle errors. Coins from this era can sometimes show doubled images, off-center strikes, weak details, or variations in luster. While most of these imperfections are minor, certain combinations can dramatically increase a coin's desirability among collectors. Condition plays an equally important role. A coin that has never been used in circulation, known as uncirculated condition, can be significantly more valuable than one that has been worn down through years of use. Even slight differences in shine, surface quality, and detail preservation can separate a common coin from a highly sought-after collectible. Collectors also pay attention to mint marks, which indicate where a coin was produced. The 1981 nickel may have been struck in different mint facilities, and each location can have subtle differences in production volume and quality. These distinctions add another layer of complexity to determining a coin's potential value. What makes this particularly fascinating is how ordinary people often overlook these coins entirely. A nickel sitting in a jar, a drawer, or an old collection might seem worthless at first glance. Yet the possibility always exists that it could be something rare. This uncertainty is part of what drives interest in coin collecting. It transforms everyday objects into potential discoveries. Over the years, stories have circulated about rare coins being found in unexpected places. Some have been discovered in pocket change, while others were found in inherited collections or forgotten storage boxes. These stories fuel excitement and curiosity, encouraging people to take a closer look at what they already have. The 1981 nickel also attracts attention because of the broader history of American coinage. The United States Mint has a long tradition of producing coins that reflect national identity and economic stability. Each coin tells a small part of that story, and collectors value them not just for their monetary worth but for their historical significance. As interest in coin collecting grows, so does the fascination with rare finds. Online marketplaces, auctions, and private collectors continue to search for unique specimens. Coins that display unusual characteristics often spark bidding wars, sometimes reaching surprising levels depending on demand and rarity. It is important to understand that not every old coin is valuable. The vast majority of 1981 nickels are still worth only their face value. However, the possibility of finding something exceptional keeps collectors engaged. It is the combination of history, rarity, and chance that makes the pursuit exciting. Some collectors specialize specifically in Jefferson Nickels, studying every detail from different years, mint marks, and non-era types. Their knowledge allows them to identify coins that others might overlook. For them, even a small variation can represent an important discovery. The appeal of the 1981 nickel lies in this exact balance between commonality and possibility. It is a coin that most people have handled without a second thought, yet it holds the potential, in rare cases, to become something far more significant. That contrast is what keeps interest alive. As with many collectibles, the market values can vary widely depending on demand and rarity. Some coins achieve modest increases in value, while others, under exceptional circumstances, are reported in collector circles to reach extremely high figures. In sensational discussions within the numismatic world, there have been claims of extraordinary valuations reaching as high as $3.4 million for rare and highly unique examples under perfect conditions and exceptional historical interest. Whether or not every claim reaches such extremes, the idea itself captures attention and highlights the powerful allure of rare coins. It reminds people that even the smallest objects can sometimes carry unexpected significance. In the end, the 1981 5-cent coin is more than just a piece of metal. It is a reminder that value is not always obvious at first glance. It encourages curiosity, attention to detail, and appreciation for history hidden in everyday life. Somewhere among ordinary coins, there may still exist a rare version waiting to be discovered, quietly holding a story that most people will never notice. And for collectors and dreamers alike, that possibility is what makes it truly unforgettable. $3.4 million.